Hello. Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is time where you are. You can see there's so much excitement in my face. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. So it is the time for the Value Monday. I'm almost like thinking to myself, should I have done this later on in the evening? But no, I think this is a good time. Anytime. Hey, Fatih, how is your little one? Let me know where you're listening from. I hope you had a fantastic day. Today is the Q&A for the Value Monday. You know what Q&A means? I mean, I put this on my story, and just in case you're not updated, I do this every single Monday. Is now called the Value Monday. I used to do it before it was called the Value Wednesday. Before I backtrack, my name is Emily and I'm aka Chakomom, aka Happiness Poster Child, just in case you're not up to date. But every single Monday I come and I give you value and I teach something, business, life, whatever it is, within my own sphere of influence. Today, once a month I'll try and do this where I do like a Q&A where I answer questions when it comes to business, life, lifestyle, whatever it is that I really get asked. So this question that I'm going to handle today, hi Nasadobi, thank you for the love. I'm going to answer two exciting questions. And if you're a business owner, if you're somebody who's ever thinking about starting your business, I think this is something that you might be really excited to hear my answers. You know, it's something that maybe you're struggling with, and I'm more than happy to answer this today, and I'm super excited. This question came in from Plush Beauty Salon. They're in Lagos, in Lekki. They do hair and all of that gorgeous stuff. So they've asked a question and I want to be able to come here and answer this for them. But if before I end this live, if you have any questions, put it in the chat below and I can be able to try and answer that for you before I jump off. But if not, I can take it, collect it, put it in my file and have that answered for you at some point. Also, something exciting is going on. Put in the chat below. I'm going to select this by random. I'm not going to try and be unfair. For the people that are on, hi Maureen, thank you for listening in. You stand a chance to be able to win a 1-hour coaching session with me. If you don't know what that is, that's quite a lot of money. And somebody today will win that. I'm going to pick by random who is going to be. So stay tuned as to the reason what is going to be able to earn you that spot of the free coaching session. Because today I'm going to answer questions, but somebody is going to be able to walk away today, and I'm going to pick by random. I'm going to leave it till all the way till the end of the night before I announce the winner who's going to win that free coaching session. So stay tuned and I'll tell you who it is. And trust me, my time is very expensive and I'm good at what I do. So you should be excited if you're going to be the one, and I pray for you that maybe it might be you. So I'm going to kick off and put out the question here. Q&A. So if you're just joining me for the first time, thank you for listening in. Hello, I'm very happy to have you today. I'm doing a Q&A Monday, so I'm answering any question when it comes to business, life, lifestyle, and all the things that within my sphere of influence. I have two questions that are coming from somebody, which I'm going to answer. But if you have any questions as you're listening to me live, drop it in the chat below, and I'm going to be able to answer that for you. Okay? Before I jump off, I'm just putting in the topic, so just I don't have to keep repeating myself. Okay, and I'm gonna pin it. Do they still pin? I think we still do that. Okay, yes, so I've just pinned the comments. So if you're listening in, put in your questions. I also want to know where you guys are listening from. Let me know where you're listening from. Is it your lunchtime? Is it your lunch break? Is it morning for you? Is it evening for you? Whatever it is you're listening from. I'm super excited. Now, who am I? You know, you might be asking yourself, what makes her qualified to be able to, answer these questions? My background is law. I'm an international trained lawyer, and I worked with a law firm for 5 years, almost 6 years, yes. And after a while, that wasn't for me, and I started and I went into business. Unofficially, I've been in business for almost 10 years, but officially, I have been in business for 8 years. So trust me, I have done a lot of businesses. I've had like a fashion house before. I've run an event management company. I still do. I have a HR outsourcing firm. I still run that. And I have an online business, and I also do coaching. So I've done all this, and trust me, marketing is one of the things that I love. Because, marketing is like the lifeblood of every business. Some people get like all mushy and a bit agitated when they hear marketing, but I love it. And I love teaching like startup businesses what they can do to get better. I love giving value. I'm an extra income queen. That's also something that I do, teaching people to be able to make extra income on the side. So let's jump into today's Q&A today. So the first question that it came from Plush Beauty Salon, and they asked, what is the best marketing strategy for a small business? That just made me excited and happy. You know why? So many people, so many talented people, so many business owners that have the idea, the concept, they have a business, but they are clueless when it comes to marketing. They're looking at themselves, they're like, gosh, when I hear marketing is that thing that I feel like is so uncomfortable. Marketing is just that icky thing. Marketing is 80% of your business is dependent on marketing. You can be the most talented business with the best product. If you don't have a marketing strategy, if you don't have your marketing right, you cannot sell. Sale, I give you something and you buy and you close the sale. But marketing is the act of wooing you, getting your ideal client to know you exist and having a conversation with them and it ending up in sale. So her question was, what is the best marketing strategy for a business? Small business, if you're starting off a business, whatever it is business. There might be a little bit of concept that might be different, maybe online businesses, offline businesses, but this is a general rule that I believe a few of the key things I'm going to talk about today, if you go ahead and apply it, it's going to be able to help you because it has helped me. Number one, value. You can never go wrong with value. Give more value than you can offer. Let it be a strategy for you. I know that I've gone full circle. In the beginning, you set up a business, your eye is on the money. You're thinking money first. You're not thinking value. Somebody who gives more value, they might do that for a period of time, 6 months, 1 year. After a while, they start getting more money than they even expected. What is value? What is value? Value is something that you can give to the other person and they benefit. So she's the one that asked the question. So I'm going to put it in context of our business, but also if you have a cake business, if you have a shoe business, if you have an online business, if you sell clothes, whatever it is that you sell, put your business in the context. And put in the chat below if you're a business owner here, what kind of business you have, so I can maybe put that in context as well to be able to help you. Okay, just because you're here live with me, so you're going to get benefit. And like I said, somebody is going to win a 1-hour free coaching session with me. So first is value. Most of the time when you start up your business, you don't want to start spending money immediately. Don't listen to what people tell you. Oh, you can start doing straight Facebook ad, Instagram ad, start doing adverts. Trust me, I've been in business for almost 10 years, officially online business for 7 years. Online marketing and Facebook ads are good, but that's not how I've made most of my money. It's been organic growth, and I've made 7 figures. Organic growth. But you need to be able to be patient and you need to be able to be so good at giving value. What do I mean by value? So somebody said, okay, so what will be my value? I have a hair salon. Good. What is the value? The value that you are giving, if you have a hair salon today, who is your ideal client? I'm your ideal client. My mom is your ideal client. Almost every woman is your ideal client, right? But I might not just walk into your salon and do my hair. You can start by giving value. How to be able to wash your hair properly. Those kind of things seem like small, but these are things that people are doing wrong. How to be able to detangle your hair. How to be able to do this when it comes to maintaining your wig. I remember because I have really long hair and I used to have a problem with having it bouncy. Somebody taught me how to wrap my hair properly to sleep at night. So when I wake up in the morning, I don't always have to tongue my hair. It came from somebody who had a hair salon. That is value. When you start giving value and you give so much value to your audience and your ideal clients, when it's time for them to buy from you, they will find you. Now, in this case, you might have a physical salon which is located in a certain area. If you give value and you make sure you attract your ideal clients, so let's say women that live in Lagos, Lekki, which is where her salon is. If I keep giving value to these women, they know me so much that anytime they think about doing their hair, they're thinking, this girl knows what she's doing. I'm going to go to her hair salon. Of course, you're giving too much value that when they go to your page, they already see the address of where your salon is. So the first one is, in terms of a marketing strategy, should be value. Money shouldn't come before value. Money will attract value will attract the money. When you give value, in the case of, I said I don't want you guys to go ahead and start spending money upfront on trying to do ads for your business. What kind of value? So when I started my business, nobody knows me. I have my business in a complex. What I'm going to say, I'm going to do maybe some flyers, or I'm going to start spreading by word of mouth. I can just do like nice post-it notes and hand it out to every woman that I see that lives around that community, and say to them, on Saturday 20th of September, for an hour or 2 hours, I'm going to be giving out free hair wash. I'm going to be giving out free braiding. I'm going to be giving out free this. Now, the only thing I want for you to do for me in return for that free is your testimonial, is your feedback, is to take a picture of your hair. Now, what I've done, typically, if I wanted to go and get models or supermodels or get people, and wait till when I have clients start taking that picture. It might never happen because I don't have clients yet. I'm just starting. Or I might speak to my friends and family, and this is something that I did when I had a fashion house. My bestos were the ones that I used as a model, as well as myself. I promised them to take them out to lunch that day in return for using them as my muse. And they came, we took pictures, they looked amazing. I printed those pictures with their permission, of course. They were my supermodels. I didn't pay a dime. The other person that was the makeup artist that day, I did some of the makeup, and the makeup artist that day got something for me from free from my collection. So when you start up your business, you might not have money to throw, but your marketing strategy will be give so much value, collect testimonials, collect stories, and collect pictures from your customers. When you do that, none of the pictures are going to be written free. Nobody cares, because it's really not free. You're just giving value. What you've just done is that you did trade by barter. I don't have $500 for an hour for a professional photographer, but I can tell the photographer that, I know that you're a woman and you wash your hair. How about I wash your hair for you in return for you coming to take a few pictures for me for 30 minutes. Getting value so far? Put in the comment section if you're learning. So the first marketing strategy for a business owner is testimonials are the key. When many of us go online on Instagram or even go to a business and we start seeing people have 100,000 followers, they have people coming to say, oh my gosh, I used this makeup and it was good on my skin, I used this hair. People go by what other people say. I'm not talking about people that create fake accounts and things. I'm talking about genuine stories. I've had an experience in this person's salon and I talk about it, I rave about it. Somebody else does the same thing. After a while, I'm going to be like, I want to make my hair and I've heard so much about this salon. I will go and do what? Use them. That is a marketing strategy. So, number one, I already mentioned, give value before money. Number two, under that same marketing strategy, if you don't have money, and which I don't recommend any business to start throwing around money, is to give free stuff, trade, not free, but trade by barter. What are the things that you need from these clients? Give me your picture in return for a free hair wash. Give me your picture in return for me fixing up your wig. Right? Number three, go and give out your cards. Now I see a few things happen. People just hire some people and they're handing out flyers to random people, putting it in their car door handle. I never look at those things. What I recommend to you is to have your flyers with you, have your business card with you. It's something called carding, and I do this till today. I always have my business card with me. If I'm going to the supermarket, if I'm going anywhere, I always have my business card with me. Because if my ideal client is a mom, if I see a mom, I'm going to smile at her. If she smiles back, I'm going to be like, hey, I love your hair, or I love your dress, or whatever it is. Can I give you my card? The answer is, yeah, sure, why not? This is what I do. When you learn to open your mouth, your business card and your flyers is what you should be doing all the time. So if you make a strategic plan, and remember this question came from a lady that had a salon. You can do this for any business that you have. Businesses make more money when people know who they are. And a marketing strategy is for you to get more people to know what you do. So if you go to a supermarket today, you hand out your flyer to every single woman that walked past you that day. If they are coming to that supermarket, it means they either live around there or somehow they were able to come there. If you have other businesses around there, which is number 4 strategy, is go to all those businesses and ask them. There are supermarkets that don't have a problem with you putting your flyers on their counter. You go to schools and say, can I hand this out to all the moms? Even for the women here, we have a salon that just started down the road, just to let you know. If there's an apartment complex, talk to the management and see if you can hand out the flyers. Just say, hey, I have a salon just down the road, just in case people that live here want to do their hair. Keep handing out those flyers. It is a marketing strategy. The money you're only going to spend is in printing your cards. But be consistent. When you're handing out cards, especially if you're doing it for businesses, plan and do it every week for 2 months. What do I mean by that? If I pick up this flyer and I look at it once, it might not resonate. But if I pick it up again and again and again and again, it's going to register in my head, in my mind. So that is the strategy that I want you, if you're a business owner, you're thinking, what is going to be my marketing strategy? That is a fantastic, easy, cheap, effective marketing strategy. But you have to give it time and patience. Okay? I don't know where I stopped. Whatever number it is, please let me know. But the next one is your Instagram, your Facebook. This is something that you need to understand. And I always tell people not to brag, but if I do business with you and I put whatever services that you do on my status, and a typical example is I love going to restaurants, I love food, I'm a foodie. Y'all know. Hey Tessie, how are you? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful to see you here. When I put that restaurant on my status, less than 5-10 minutes, questions are coming. Where is this? 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 Now, there are people that do this fully as a business. Instagram influencers, you get paid money to go somewhere and eat. That's not typical something that I get paid to do. Once in a while I've done that, but that's not typically my business. But if you don't even have money to pay these so-called Instagram influencers, you can do the same thing for your friends, your family, or people that know you and respect you. This is what I want you to do. Come to my salon now, do your hair. Please, after I do your hair, take a picture, put it on your status, on your stories, on your Facebook or your Instagram, and tag me. You don't want to know the amount of companies that I have patronized simply because somebody wore a lovely dress and tagged them. It is free advert. You do not know who that person knows, but what they've just done, and I have over 7,000 WhatsApp contacts. Yes, I know a lot of people. So if I put you on my status, what I've just done is I've exposed you to at least, even if not everybody sees it, 1,000 to 2,000 people viewing your business. And now I will only do this for businesses that I got benefit from, that know what they're doing, that I actually genuinely like, right? Some of them I take money from, some I don't take money from. So sometimes I don't like to just open up a business, just pay me and I'll put it. I say, no, I will do it for those that I've used and I give only genuine, honest opinion. This is free marketing advice. I always tell people that WhatsApp status is one of the cheapest, Instagram status, stories, Facebook stories, one of the cheapest, easiest marketing strategies you can use. But you have to be consistent with it. So when you do it, when you get your friends to do it for you, when you get your family to do it for you, when you get strangers that you have offered value to do it for you, it is so beneficial. So this is why I keep going on value. Also, there are so many people that have friends that are like, oh, hey, I sell shoe. Can you buy your shoe from me and be able to, whatever it is, put it on your status? The shoe is horrible. You're making me trying to market a product that just because you're my friend, you haven't even done your business, you haven't done your job properly. I'm sorry, I won't do that. So when I talk about you meeting your friends and family, first of all, be sure that your products and your services are 100%. Do not disrespect your friends and family just because you know them. You make them try and market your product that is rubbish. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Remember, the first thing that I talked to you about was value. So value is key. And then get people to do what? Always, hey, you're at my salon, let's take a picture together. Hey, today I'm visiting Emily at her salon. I do that a lot. Hey, I'm visiting one of my friends today at this, and I tag them. That is free marketing advice and marketing strategy. The next one is collaboration, not competition. Now, when I mean collaboration, you can't go and collaborate with somebody who is selling exactly what you're selling. It does not make any sense. What I mean, I just gave this as a typical example. When I had a fashion house, I collaborated with people like makeup artists. I collaborated with hair people. So those things go together. If you're going for a wedding, you're going to have nice hair, good makeup, and a lovely dress, right? So if I know I have a spring-summer collection coming up, and this lady who sells lovely wigs, she just has really nice collection as well. I'm like, okay, bring your new wigs. I have the dresses. I'm doing a summer-spring collection. I just need your hair. It's going to be free, but all of us get to share the pictures, including the makeup artist. So what we're doing is we're getting in front of the audiences of all of us. I post my dresses. She posts about her hair. She posts about the makeup. So you are collaborating with people in the kind of similar industry. you're getting on Instagram live like this and you're talking, you're coming. For me, the people that I'm just giving an example. I don't sell dresses anymore, but I'm just saying when I was a fashion designer, this is typically what happens. I've just bought out some new dresses, but I will go live on the Instagram page of my friend that has a makeup company. Why? When I go, I'm gonna say, see, when you make up, when you put on this kind of dress, these are the kind of makeup that will go with it. She would ask me questions around fashion and the fashion industry. We are collaborating. So a fantastic strategy today, collaboration is so important instead of competition. So when you start looking at who do I want to collaborate with, what can I offer them? Don't look about what you're going to get. You're going to get something in return, definitely, but think about it. What can I offer them? There's some smaller businesses that reach out to bigger businesses and say, I know you're bigger than me, but this is something that I've seen that you need that you don't have right now. Can I offer that for you for free? Some people is just research, market research, doing a flyer for them, doing a website for them for free, in return for a shout out. That is a collaboration. Okay? Now, the second to the final one that I wanted to mention is if you're looking for your ideal clients, you have to join communities. This is fantastic on Facebook. On Instagram, it's about using hashtags, right? Hashtag to find your community. If there's a group about moms that want to work from home, or just a group about moms that have 2 to 5 year olds, that's what my ideal client is. Because I like to teach particularly women, professional or non-professional women, whoever it is, to be able to know how to build a great income around their job or their business. Where am I going to go? Around moms. Because I understand their pain point. I'm a mom, right? If I want to work with women, I'm not going to go to an all-male group that just like cars. No, I'm going to go to a community where my ideal clients are. So part of your marketing strategy is to get into those communities, not go there and start spamming, but go there and offer so much value. Like you offer so much value, they start thinking, who is this girl? Like, my goodness, I could charge for what I'm telling you today. This could be a masterclass, right? But that's the kind of thing that you should be doing. Posting things that are valuable to them, doing videos that are valuable to them, going live that are valuable to them. And in return, a typical normal human being will go back to your page and figure out what the hell you're doing. So if you're just joining me now, if you're getting so much value, guys, share some love. Oh, there's a question. Okay, so I love what Maureen has said here, and I'm going to read her question. What we're doing today, if you're just joining me live or you're watching this on a replay, is Q&A Monday. I'm answering questions when it comes to business, life, anything in between. And I also said one lucky person at random is going to win a 1 hour coaching session with me before the end of this live. Or I'm going to take it all the way to when people watch a replay and drop a comment. So you have to drop a comment or say something so that I can see your name. I don't think the names show after I leave, I cut off the live. But then a question just came in, and the question that I was answering was from Plush Beauty Parlor, and it was about marketing strategies for small business or new business. And that's something that, sorry, I got a call, so it kind of cut off. I was answering the question that she sent in, marketing strategy for a small or new business, and that's what I've been answering so far. I'm giving you all the different kind of marketing strategy. There's a huge list, but what I'm guaranteeing you today is, if you haven't been here with me from the beginning, you're going to watch this live, get a pen and paper, write it down. If you apply 5 of it in the next 6 months, my mouth where my money is, if you don't get results, come and find me. Because the truth is, marketing is the same. You just have to maybe adapt a little bit depending on the platform that you're in. But the basic principles when it comes to marketing does not ever change. And there's a question that came in here from Maureen. She's a lady that sells bags. How do you add value and also a strategic marketing strategy too? Good. And this is what I said. You might be watching this and you sell bags. You might be watching this and you sell hair. You might be watching this and you're a caterer. You might be watching this and you bake cakes. This is what a marketing strategy adding value is. Let me answer her question as somebody who sells bags. I have a bag. Now, Maureen, I have a question for you. My biggest pain point, it doesn't even matter if it's designer bags. See, I've had Prada bags that I've had in the closet for so long. They start to peel on me. And I'm just like, I paid so much money for you. How are you peeling on me? Right? Some of us have bags and we just carry it once in a while because we don't know how to mix and match the fashion. So just because you sell bags doesn't mean you need to just focus on that. You can decide to give value on how do I carry my bags? What is the ideal bag to carry at a wedding? What is the ideal bag to carry at your workplace? This is the easiest ways to buy bags so that you're saving money even though you're looking fashionable. Am I giving you valuable ideas? Value is understand who you're trying to sell bags to. Understand their pain point. Why are you selling bags? Why are they buying bags? Are they buying bags because it makes them feel good? Or are they buying bags because they want to put money in your pocket? No. All of us are selfish. How many bags does a woman need? If you sell bags, you want everybody to keep buying bags all the time. But you have to explain to them, right? What can you do with your old bags? What can you do with your new bags? Are there places where you can trade in old bags for new bags? You see what I'm saying? So those kind of things is value. How to take care of your bag, how to wash the inside of your bag, how to wash the outside of your bag. Because there's some bags that are patent leather, right? If I go and put polish on it, I might spoil it. There's some bags that are suede. If I put water on it, I might spoil it. So these are the kind of values that you give. If I know that if I come to your page, you're teaching me how to take care of my old bags, I'm still going to see the new bags that you're selling. So I'm like, yes, she cares about my bags. Even though she's selling bags, she's teaching me how to take care of my old ones. So I would want to buy from her because I know she would teach me aftercare services how to take care of that bag. Am I making sense so far? So if you guys have questions, put it in the comment section below. And I hope this has answered your question, Maureen. So in terms of the strategic marketing strategy 2, the same applies to you. If you've been listening in so far, I hope you've been taking notes. If you're just joining in, go back and watch the replay after this. I'm going to post it on my page so that you can see the same marketing strategies apply no matter what your business. Even if you're online business, you can apply the same strategy as well. So the second question that we have, also from the same person, so I've answered. Oh, Maureen is still here. Yay! Maureen, my body is doing me somehow. Like, are you going to be the winner of my 1-hour coaching session? I don't know. Or put the comments in the section below. And if you got value so far, I'm happy that you said thank you. Share some love. Share this with somebody who you think might make sense to. The second question I want to answer from the same person. So she said, how do you know when to break even? And how do you know when to quit? This is a valid question. This is a question that many business owners, entrepreneurs are asking themselves. And see, I want to pack my bag and just get out. I am tired. It has do. I don't want to do again. And you're asking yourself, should I throw in the towel? Am I a quitter? Is this the right time? You get what I'm talking about. Now, these are a few things I want you to take into account before you know if to throw in the towel. Now, nobody can be able to necessarily tell you exactly when, but there are a few things that you should pay attention to before you decide. Why do I say this confidently? Because I've had businesses that I've said, good luck, thank you, God bless, been there, done that. When I left the business, it wasn't because the business wasn't making money. It was because I knew it was the right time for me to peace out. Okay? So the first thing is, sit down, talk to yourself, write down, why am I doing this? That is the best question. Why? Because a lot of us just start a business because I live in Nigeria right now, and when I lived in the UK, working a job was normal. Starting up a business was just like, really? You're a business owner? But in Nigeria, it's like every other person is a business owner. Like every other person owns a business. Hey, I have a business. Oh, I'm going to start a business tomorrow too. So it's like a cool thing. We don't even ask ourselves why we're starting this business. We don't know. We just started because our sister, our brother, our uncle, auntie, or everybody in our office is doing a business. So ask yourself why. You might actually be in business because of the wrong reason. You might be in business because you're bored. You might be in business because you have some spare cash and you don't know what to do with it. You might be in business because you want another source of income, but you think having a business is the right way. So understand why. When you understand your why, you understand where you're going to, then you work from the end in mind. So I know why I'm doing this business. I know my goal and results. Then I can start to do what? Go from the end in mind. She said the question was, when do you know when to break even? How do you know when you break even if you don't track? So you have to track your business. What do you mean by breaking even? If I started on my business with $1,000, is it when I make that $1,000 I have broken even? Or is it when I make $2,000 I have broken even? So you need to look at your business. So many people are running businesses from their personal pocket. I did this too. So I've made that mistake, and I know. And I'm telling you, if you're a business owner, even if your current job or your current personal income is funding your business, have a separate account. Have a little pen and paper is more valuable to you than your mind or your brain or your alert as a business accounting strategy. I started this business with this. Because sometimes when we write that we started a business with $1,000, most of the time it's like 1,500. Because there are certain things we don't add. So my car is what I'm using as delivery. I'm not calculating the cost of my fuel. I'm not calculating the cost on myself or my time as a delivery person. We're not adding all those things. So if you start to put down your expenses, what did I start with? How much is my rent? How much is my electricity? How much is my staff? How much is the cost of the bag that I bought? Okay. I have another question. So Maureen, let me just finish answering this one, and I'll answer your second question. Okay. So how much did I... So you have to start writing things down. It's not just, oh, look at this nice bag, I sell bags, let me buy one. You know, I'm on holiday, but I'm just going to quickly buy a bag of $50. If you don't write it down as a business expense, when you're calculating when do I need to break even, you don't know. Sometimes you are losing money in your business, you don't know. Sometimes you're actually making money in your business, you don't know, because all that money is going into the same pot and you're spending it as it's coming in and going, you can't track. So my advice to you is, number one, why are you doing this business? What is your goal? And work with the end in mind. Number two, you have to start tracking your business expenses so you can understand when you have broken even. Broken even is I've made the money that I started with, and now at least I can afford to pay my staff without having to dip my hand into my pocket. I'm not making a loss every single month. If you don't track these things, you will never know. Some people's businesses are growing by 0.001%, but they still think they're not doing well. They still think because they're doing well, which is bringing me to number three. Because you're comparing yourself to another lady that sells bag on Instagram and her account is growing by 5,000 every single month, and you think your business is no longer successful. Don't compare yourself. You have to look at your numbers. You know, I started typically every small businesses, they fail within the first 5 years. It's a long game. I don't know who put this in a lot of people's mind that think that you have any rights to even think to break even in 2 years. Typical brick and mortar stores, it is very hard for them. A lot of more online businesses tend to break even quicker because their startup capital is smaller. Now, when I started my online business, I started with $200. By month 8, I'd made that 3 or 4, 5 times because my overhead was small. I was using my phone, I was using my internet, I was disciplined with my time. But if you pay rent of $5,000 or 1 million naira, 2 million naira, you buy stock of maybe another 4 million naira. It might take you a while to recoup that money. And because the money comes in bits and bits and you have to keep buying your products and putting back in your store, it might take some time. So when you're talking about breaking even, typically for me, I always say go balls to the wall for 2 years and not expect to make a cover back if you're judicious. But if you track, you start to see a trend. Where is this money coming from? Where am I losing money? Where do I need to pivot? What are the things I need to change? So when you actually break even, you even know. But not in the first 6 months. Not in the first 1 year. I say 2 years of disciplined work. Some people, and I can tell you, I have friends that have told me that, see, this business did not make a dime for 5 years. It didn't make a dime for 3 years. But on our 6th year, we made all the money that we needed to make. It's a plan. There are some businesses that truly cannot make that much money. They need to make a loss first before they make a profit. You have to look and see, are you in that kind of business? Okay? So, number one, I said your why and then your goal and work from the end in mind. Number two, start to account. Put your accounting down. What are you earning? What is going out? What is coming in? So that way you can track and say, oh, I've run my business for 6 years, 6 months. I've run my business for 1 year. This was how much I started with. This is how much I spent. This is my profit. That is the only way you could be able to track and say, I've broken even or I haven't broken even. But if you're still taking your business like a joke, whenever you remember, you wake up, you buy from your husband's pocket, you buy from your own pocket, use your personal money from your salary, that's not running a business. We are all guilty of this, but you need to get things written down. And then I mentioned about comparing yourself. Comparing yourself is not how you know whether your business is successful or not, because you can't see the back office of some other people. Some people, they are running a business, right? And from outside you're looking at them, they look successful. But from outside they look successful, but inside they're not making a penny. I always tell people, it's not about the mouth. Show me your books. I have mentors online that if you look at their Instagram page, they have like 4,000 followers. But these people make about $700,000 regularly on a monthly basis. It's not what you see online that typically reflects. It is the accounts and the books that reflects. I used to have a husband that runs a business. The first 3 years of his business, he ran it from the bed. His office staff strength is not up to like 4 or 5 people. But I know the numbers that he's bringing in. So don't use what you see as the way you count. You count your profit from your book. So do not compare yourself. Number 4 is Number 4, be honest with yourself. Is your business scalable? The question that I'm answering, if you're wondering, what the hell is she saying, is when is a business supposed to break even, or when do you know when to quit and give up and just let that business go? So number 4 is you have to be honest with yourself. Is your business scalable? Is your business outdated? Is the reason why your business failing today or not going today is as a result of you not changing? What do I mean by that? Me, myself, and I. Again, I have a hair salon. I do my facials. Okay, like I have a lady that does facials. She's doing my facials for me like 10 years. I don't know if she's online. She probably learns 1 or 2 things. But I know there's staff issues in Nigeria. Yes, that's a real factor. But she's still like the only one. That business is not scalable. Because I've had days that I've called, I'm like, oh, I'm almost near your spa. Are you available? She's like, no, oh my gosh, I went somewhere for an outside work. I can't come back today. And that money goes to someone else because I need to get my face done. I need to get my face done now. I don't care that you're the only staff that you have that is trustworthy. That business is scalable, but she's not scaling it up. Now, she decided that, my business is not making money. Should I quit? That's not the issue. The issue is you need to be able to train more people to duplicate you. That business is not scaling because you're not duplicating yourself. You're not getting more staff that could be able to take up other facials where you are there, whether you're there or not. So this is a question you need to ask yourself. Be honest. What does your business really need? If you don't know what your business needs, go and find a business coach. Even if you don't want to find a business coach, find a friend or uncle or auntie or somebody you respect that is good in what they're doing, can look at your business and be honest with you and brutally honest and say, this is what you need to do. Okay, so that is also something you need to look at before you throw in the towel and say, this business is not good and I'm quitting. Another one is being honest with yourself about your skills. Some of us have businesses that we started. When I started my business a year ago, the skill I had then is not the same skill that I have now. The income I had then is not the same income that I have now. In order for me to go from income level 1 to income level 2, I needed to grow. That meant taking some courses. That meant putting myself out there. That meant, spending some more money to grow. All of those things you need to do in order for you to get to the next level. If you are where you are, but you expect your money to keep on increasing and you're doing the same thing. What do I mean by that? You have a salon, you have only 1 staff. But you expect 100 people to go through your salon. That can't work. You haven't opened another branch. You haven't brought 2 or 3 or 4 girls in your current salon. You don't have like a home service. It's not possible. You have only 1 dryer and 1 wash. How are you going to be able to scale that business? So it's not about quitting the business. If you quit the business, you failed, not the business. You failed your business. Your business didn't fail you. So this is some of the things that you need to be able to take into account. And the final one is, have your business been overtaken by events? What do I mean by that? If you are a business today that sells food and you are not doing delivery, I can't even have a conversation with you because I'm so sorry. I love to order food. Many people love to order food. Many people love to order things online. Many people love to order clothes, dresses, hair, lashes, everything online. So if you're saying, oh no, my business, my salon for people that live in Lagos, my boutique is in Lekki or is in Festac, and I live in Lekki, or I live in Festac and your boutique is in Lekki. Chances are that I might visit you once a year, or not even at all. But if you have an online website, an Instagram page where I can see the pictures, I can buy the dress and you dispatch it to me, it gets delivered to me, I can try. If there's any problem of alterations, I can send it back to you. You are going with the times. Some businesses are being overtaken by the time. I have family that have a business in the markets, the Lagos markets. They're one of the top sellers of fabrics and things like that. But the business is being overtaken by a small girl that has a nice phone that can take pictures and she's updating all the fabrics. People are buying from her, not the main suppliers, because they have not upgraded their business to the level whereby people can shop their fabrics online and have it delivered. So these are the things you need to look at before you decide, I want to quit my business. These are the things you need to look at before you can say, oh, my business has broken even. Right? Now the final one is listen to your heart. When I had my fashion house, trust me, I was good at it. This is something I still love till today. I still have clients say, Amberly, just one dress for me, and I'm just like, I love you, but no thanks. I did it. I made money. I was still making money, but I said to myself, the energy required is less than the income that I'm getting from this and the income that I want. So at this point, I have outgrown the business, me personally. What I wanted long term, it was never going to deliver. And that's why I quit the business. I said, you know what, thank you so much, I'm done, goodbye, God bless. It wasn't because things got hard. It wasn't because maybe I was losing money. It wasn't because I needed to upgrade my skills. It wasn't because of the competition. It wasn't because of the society. It was a personal decision that I've been there, done that, thank you, not interested. There's a joke my husband always says, like SMEs. I've been an SME for too long. I don't want to do SME anymore. If it's not a high volume customer, I only do B2B. I don't do retail. There's a decision why some companies don't do retail, because they've decided that retail might give me, 10 million naira a month, 10 million naira a year, but high volume might take me time to get those clients, but I want to do 100 million. It's a decision. So that's the reason why for me personally that I decided that business wasn't for me, because I looked inward, I did all the things that I'm telling you, and I still was not happy where I was with the business, and I still was not happy where it might take me to. So that's why I closed the shop. So I'm going to quickly answer the other question that just came in, which says, what's your advice for someone who wants to start a business of importation of ladies' fashion wear with currency exchange? This is a bada boom, bada bang question. Now, I have to say this, that my audience is diverse. Some live in Nigeria, some don't live in Nigeria. But if you live in an African country, let's just say, for example, what is my advice? My advice to you is that, and I'm going to play a little bit of the devil's advocate. Why will I buy from you rather than buying from those stores? Let me give you an example. People, when I go to their boutique, I see Zara, I see ASOS, I see some of them, they say Turkish wear, I see New Look, I see Dorothy Perkins, I see Calvin Klein, I see, let me talk about the children's one, Carter's. All of these people have websites, right? All of these people, currently, they are companies that I know personally, not one, not two, not three, that I can now order directly from the Carter website, Zara website, Dorothy Perkins website, New Look website, and then drop it. And they will deliver it to me. Unless your pricing is cheaper than me buying it directly, you need to reconsider on that fashion aspect, because the exchange rate as it is making so many, including me and a lot of my friends, say to ourselves, we are going to be buying Nigerian design, which is a great thing. We're going to be buying Nigerian designers now, because what Nigerian designers do, they go into our market, they buy the fabric, they make it here, and they sell it. Most of them use a lot of chiffon. Because I was in fashion, I know how these things work. A lot of them use a lot of chiffon. Like chiffon is not expensive. How much is it per yard? By the time they make it, they're still within that cost of that sweet price point, 10K, 15K, 20K. If they add a little bit of a card, they can go all the way to 25,000. But when you go and buy a lovely dress from the US at $50, the exchange rate drives it up. Before you even ship it and it comes to you and you put your price, your profit on top of it, I don't want to touch it. Because I'm asking myself, this dress, everybody knows already there are staircase because every other person is seeing the same outfits from the same shop. Why am I paying this price? And I hope Maureen is still available to let me know if I'm answering her question. Her question was, what is your advice for someone who wants to start up a business of importation of women's fashion with the current exchange rate? I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm saying to you, is it sustainable? My question to you is, where are you importing from? Some people are importing from China. Some people are importing from Bangladesh, where the pricing is not as steep. But if you're thinking UK, US, where the exchange rate is very vicious at this time, by the time you import it and it comes to you, you might not even be able to sell it. Because everybody is on Instagram. Everybody can click and go to www.zara.com. Everybody can click and go on New Look. Everybody can click and go on ASOS. You know, some people have sisters, brothers, aunties, friends that they can even ship their stuff to. And they buy when they want to. So this is my advice to you. You have to crunch your numbers and understand that gone are those days when people just buy clothes from you because you best be. I still buy some things from people's boutique that I buy from places. But there's a particular girl that I know, La Familia. La Familia, this is like free advert for you. When I go to her store and I buy stuff, I know that if anybody else is going to have it, we're not going to be more than 2 or 3. We're not going, most of the time, nobody even has it. That is my good reason for buying from her. So you have to find out what is your niche. What is the reason why you are trying to sell women's fashion clothes importation right now with the exchange rate? Some people will still pay whatever price you put on it, but always remember value. Now it's not about, oh, I can just buy a few tops and I'll sell it to people in my workplace. People in your workplace who are online too, they're able to buy it and ask their sister to bring it, or ask that dispatch company to be able to bring it. Even Amazon delivers right now to Nigeria. So if somebody's trying to sell me something that they can buy on Amazon, I can buy it for myself directly. And so many of them take Nigerian cards. So I hope that's been able to answer your question. If it hasn't, put a comment in the comment below. And if you're just joining me today, I hope you got a ton of value. I thoroughly enjoyed answering your questions, and I hope this is able to, help somebody, change somebody's life, their business, make things nicer, better, more fantastic, so that we can all be awesome. This is a Value Monday. I do this every single Monday, not the Q&A, but once a month I do a Q&A. But every Monday I come live, I share a value with you, something that can be able to help you move and do better in your life. And today, okay, Maureen, yay, fantastic. I think that, Maureen, I would offer you that 1 hour free coaching because you've been the most interactive and you've answered a lot of questions, and I can feel that, maybe you still have a lot more. So if you want it, send me a DM and we can arrange that 1 hour session with you. Today, part of the package, I was going to offer somebody a free 1 hour coaching. I know, for people that are watching the replay, it seems unfair, but yes, next time, be live. But if not, just put any questions you have in the comment section. And if you got value from this, tag somebody who wants to start up a business, started a business, has a business, is struggling, or just wants to get like a whip of the backside from me to get what they want. Yes, I'm excited for you as well, Ware. More than happy for you to grab that. So send me a DM so we can arrange something to make it happen. And that's all for me today. Have a fantastic rest of the week. My name is Amelia Namo, aka Chokomom, Happiness Poster Child, and your extra income queen. Okay? Take care. Bye, guys.